Hey, Assistant Coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, CaniSports, and welcome back to the Sprint to Glory. This time, it's Argentina, and we are going to be using Velez Sarsfield. And the reason why I'm wearing the Liverpool shirt is because, obviously, Liverpool has a bunch of Argentinian legends. If you guys don't remember, obviously, Messi played for Liverpool, hence why I'm wearing this shirt. Anyways, welcome, guys. You have voted. 11,000 people have voted and 53% of you wanted to see the Argentinian Sprint to Glory. So here it is. All of you guys, at least 5,000 people that voted for Argentina. I'm expecting you to hit that like button on this episode of the Sprint to Glory. We're choosing Velez Sarsfield. We're putting them into the championship because they are kind of decent. I didn't want to do it in Argentina because it would have been too easy after just 1 or 2 seasons. I originally wanted to do it in the second division of Italy, but sadly Serie B doesn't exist in FIFA 21 because a lot of Argentinians are of Italian descent. A lot of Argentinian players that you have seen at the highest level of football have a second nationality that is Italian as well. So I wanted to do it that way, but it wasn't possible. Let's get to the rules. We have the rules of being able to sign players that are 23 or under in the first season. Then we can buy players from free agents. We can buy players from the youth academy. And that's it. We can buy players from the Argentinian league as well. So those are the players. Argentinian nationality, Argentinian league, and free agents and youth academy, 23 and under. Let's get right into it. Velez Sarsfield, we're going to put them into the championship, try and get into the Premier League as soon as possible. Hopefully, it will take us 1 or 2 seasons. I don't want to go up too fast. Maybe 2 or 3 seasons, actually, would be ideal. But we do have a lot of goals here. Domestic success is quite high. Continental success is quite high. I don't know what the hell they're expecting from us, but we'll try our best here. 6.6 million in the budget. Let's take a look at the team. And this, as you guys do know, is a career mode video in which we go from season 1 up until 5, 6, 7. How long it takes, I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. These tend to be over 1 hour long videos, and you guys seem to absolutely love them. So thank you so much for that. Let's get into it. The preseason tournament is already giving away 4.5 mil. I mean, I don't expect to win it, but still, it's going to be quite crazy. Our team is expecting us to sign players from the youth academy. That is going to be huge. Defender position. Okay, we're going to work on that. Continental success, high priority. Now, Argentina does have a lot of talents, so we will be able to bring in some really good players into the team already. But youth academy is the most important, and they want us to win the league title. Are they mad? Are they actually mad? Bro, these objectives are a bit crazy. They have to readjust themselves. That's a bit nuts. Every player above the age of 30, guys, can either go, their loan is going to be terminated, or they will be transferred, obviously. That is the plan. I mean, maybe everyone above, I would say, the age of 25. That's basically normally what we tend to do. So we will put all these players onto the transfer list, get some money into the club. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup. Now that we have put all these guys up for sale, let's check it out. Now, there are a couple of players here that I didn't know were here. I didn't really do any research into the team, but surprisingly enough, we have Orellano here. You guys know how much I love Orellano.
I do. I love him.
We also have Thiago Almada. These are 2 talents that people actually love. So I can't believe we have them in here. That wasn't my intention. The reason why I picked Velez Sarsfield was they are an actual team because Buenos Aires, so Boca Juniors and River Plate, they are not in the game fully licensed. And the reason why I picked some of these teams is, first of all, I'm looking for a weak team in the league. And at the same time, I'm also looking for a team which badge would do well on the thumbnail in terms of the colors, because Argentina blue and white, this team has blue and white, so I thought, okay, that's a perfect match. But we have Thiago Almada and Orellano in here, in which we have 2 really, really good talents. They are the most outstanding talents in this team. Orellano with 83 potential, Almada with actually 86, being an exciting prospect. Those are going to be our biggest players for the start of this Sprint to Glory. The rest of the team is all right. There's a couple of decent players. At least the good thing is we have everyone above the rating of 70. That's huge. But we definitely need to focus on youth as fast as we can. Certain positions definitely need to be upgraded. And the youth academy wants defenders to come in. So let's try and do that if we can. I mean, the center backs that we have here are 24, 26. They're not really players that we want to have there anyway. So that is pretty much perfect. Almada and Orellano are the 2 top talents already in this team. Youth Academy, this is where we could potentially have someone huge. Wow, there's a lot of players here. Highest rated one, terrible potential, not really a player that we want. I mean, necessarily, I'm looking for really high potential players, and none of these guys will ever make it into the team, so might as well not focus on these guys, get rid of them, and make our scout look for Argentinian defenders, possibly, at first. Let's sign one. So, what's the staff? 4-star, actually, on judgment. That's not too terrible. I could use that, but at the same time, I want to get the best of the best, right? So, I'm looking for a 5-star scout, if possible. That is going to be the plan for me. I don't necessarily want to go ahead and have a low-rated scout. I'm going to fire him because that might just open up another scout to come in. No, it hasn't. But we're just going to wait a little bit. We have 6 million. That is a good amount of money. I think, first of all, maybe we focus on goalkeeper because this guy's 31. This guy's 33. Any young goalkeeper in here? We have Borgogno, but he's very, very low-rated and 21 years old already. So let's see if we can find a decent Argentinian goalkeeping talent. There's not many incredible South American goalkeepers out there, so let's see if we can find one. So when it comes to goalkeepers, there's actually one really good option for us, guys, and his name is Morales. Now, he would cost us a bunch of money, but at the same time, I do know that we are selling a bunch of players, so this could be a good one. His name is actually Lautaro, just like Lautaro Martinez. This time, it's Morales. 6'2" is not the highest, but not the tallest, I should say, not the highest. The guy is showing great potential, so it could be a very good option for us. Plays at Lanús with 6 stars. Are they like extremely successful in Argentina, or they just decided, you know what, we're just gonna put a bunch of stars on it? I don't know. Maybe that's what they did. I am going to offer them Centurion. I'm trying to get rid of this guy. He is worth a little bit. He was actually a good talent back in the day. I remember Centurion was all right. They want our center back, which I'm not really against letting go of our center back, but if anything, I don't want to pay that much. So 2 mil plus Giannetti. That is a deal. So we have found ourselves a very good goalkeeper right here. That's going to be a great addition into the squad. Morales comes in with a 72. That's a great rating, actually. I mean, it's not necessarily highest rating, but it is going to be the goalkeeper of the future. So Morales to take over there immediately. And we do have a replacement already in 24-year-old, 23-year-old. We can work with that for now. At least Brizuela is eligible for what we're trying to do. I mean, the original players of the team are most of the time eligible. It doesn't really matter what their age is, but normally what happens is at the end of the Sprint to Glory, we don't have these guys anymore, so don't worry about that. De La Fuente looks like a young Orellano, 23-year-old. This guy's 24. I mean, maybe we just focus on the scout first. I think that's the plan. So the goalkeeper has been brought in, which is great. Let's focus on the scout and development plans. I feel like I've just gotten 1 million transfer offers, guys, and that is just about what we wanted. We are getting all these players gone right now. Every single one of them. Every single player that is old is going. Yannick Habara. No, I don't want swap deals. Come on. You got to do better than that. Brizuela is going. Actually, no, he's not going. He's 23. We'll keep him for now. Tarragona. That is an older player. That is accepted as well. So all these players just waiting patiently to get the money and cash in. So guys, look into the archives. Dominguez, Hoyos, Alvarez, Tarragona, Buzat all sold, which puts us at 12 million right now. I mean, that is a budget that we can definitely do well with when it comes to the championship. You know what I want to do, guys? I want to bring in not necessarily a striker, but a left wing. Jansson is going to go, and I'm going to go for a specific player in the name of Velasco. Velasco is a very, very talented player when it comes to Argentina. He's a left mid / left wing who would basically round up our attack quite nicely. But the issue with the striker position is there's not many players actually in Argentina that play striker. Most of these guys are wingers, surprisingly enough. I guess everyone wants to be Messi these days. Alan Velasco, 12 million release clause. Exciting prospect. Oh, wow. I did not know that. Let's go ahead and try and sign this guy up if we can. That'd be great. I do expect him to be very, very costly, though. So let's pay attention to how much we have to pay here. I'm going to go ahead and offer them about 7 mil, 8 mil possibly, with a sell-on clause of 5%. Actually, hold on. No. We can offer them this Jansson guy for 5.5 mil. That could be a good option. So 5.5 for him and a nice 4 million added on to it. Let's see. Jansson plus money. Is that a possibility? Yes, it is. 6 million. Let's meet in the middle. Let's say 5 mil and let's make that deal happen. Velasco, come into my team. No, maybe not. Okay. One more after. 5.5. That's my last offer. If they don't accept that, I'm going to go for 6 mil then. Yep, they want to go 6 mil. That's fine with me. Jan's ongoing, and we are getting Velasco in return. And that is a deal that is very important for the future. Our left wing, Cam, and right wing are set right now. We just need to find the last puzzle piece for that striker position. Velasco coming in at 8.5 million in terms of value, which tells me he is very special. He's a left midfielder who, as a left wing, is actually going up to a 75. 79 pace, 80 dribbling are his standout stats. Alongside Almada and Orellano, we are building something special here already. Transfer offer coming in for Luis Abraham. 4 mil, actually. It's a great offer. I will accept that. He's one of our centre-backs in the starting lineup right now, so we need to replace him as fast as possible. And Lucero is gone for 3.2 mil. So we are stacking up the money again. We will go above 10 mil once we sell the centre-back, and that will open up the opportunity of bringing in a centre-back for our team and improving that way as well. De Los Santos, 2 million for him. Great offer for the 27-year-old. Oh, guys, our budget was completely out of proportion. We actually have 29 mil. What the hell is going on? Why do we have so much money? Hey, you know what? This might be the first time we have this much money in a Sprint to Glory, but we're still miles away of winning any titles, so I guess it's okay. It's probably going to be the first and last time we have picked a team that has this much money, but I guess it gives you guys a different perspective for once, because not everyone wants to run a career mode in which they have little to no money. People enjoy doing stuff like this, so I guess it gives you guys a different perspective as well. So that is a good thing for today. For centre-back, there's not many options, but we do have one specific player that could fit in really well into this team. He plays not in South America, but he plays in North America, in the MLS. Alan Franco at Atlanta United FC, the team with the insane stadium. If you guys remember, they have such a crazy stadium. I would love to go there one day. That'd be dope. But let's go ahead and approach to buy him. No release clause paid. He should be around the price that they had though on the release clause. So let's pay a little bit of attention to this. I don't really necessarily have any players left for player swaps. So we're going to go for a 10 million offer with a 7% sell-on clause. If that is a possibility, that'd be a great signing for us. I guess we just pay the release clause. If they want 12, that's more than what his release clause is, guys. So maybe 10.8 is my last offer to keep it below his release clause. Oh, they accepted. Okay, then. Perfect. There we go. Less than a release clause. I actually bottled the transfer negotiations for the contract, so I had to come back and do the transfer again. Had to pay the release clause. Kind of messed up there. But Franco is coming in for Fernandez, who is the lowest rated player in our team right now. Franco with the 75. That's surprising. So he has already grown. 65 pace, 65 dribbling. Decent for a centre-back. 75 defending and 78 physicality at 6 foot. Only 23 years old and high defensive work rate. That is what I like to have on the centre-backs, if possible, on all the defenders. But so far... Oh, yeah, there we go. We pretty much have it on both the centre-backs. That's good. Both the full-backs, though, are quite attacking. That could be an issue. There we go. It only took us... what, 1.5 months to finally get a 5-star scout? Theodore Bull. He is going to be looking for them talents in Argentina. The Englishman is going on a holiday in South America. Argentina. Here we go. 9 months. And we are looking for defenders because, obviously, as you guys might remember, we do need centre-backs. And I think physically strong was the one that we needed. People that are fast and physical. And then we just train their defending and they go up quite quickly. So that is maybe the option to go for. I might be wrong. It could have been defensive minded, but I think this was the right choice. Anyways, he's looking for talents now. We'll find them for especially the season objectives and not to get fired. When it comes to strikers, guys, which we don't have right now, we have Monzon in there with the 64 rating. Again, as I mentioned before, there's not many people that you can buy. There's one specific player, though, that could help us along the way for now, until we hopefully find someone that can play striker and looks actually incredible. His name is Maximiliano Romero. That's the man that I want. He currently plays for PSV Eindhoven. Probably doesn't play too much when it comes to real life. I actually don't know. I don't think he does, though. 5.1 million release clause, showing great potential. Actually has a value of 3.6 mil. And by now, he might have gone up one rating. So we might actually not be bad off here and just paying the release clause. 5-star weak foot. Hey, this could be my Janis Antist here. This could be my guy. I'm going to pay the release clause. We're going to get him for 5.1 mil. Maximiliano Romero. Are you going to turn out to be the next big thing? The next hidden gem? Starts off at 70. and only has like 81 potential. We can max that out nicely. Monzon comes out and Romero comes in. 70 rated striker with decent pace, good shooting, good physicality, especially a 5-star weak foot kind of gives me hope that this guy could be the guy to finish off the crosses from Orellano and Velasco. How tall is he? He is 5'10". Okay, so maybe not necessarily a cross guy, but maybe a guy that just gets the ball into his feet, turns and shoots on both of his feet. That is going to be a good option for us. I'm still trying to get rid of Centurion because I feel like he's going to take time away from Orellano and Velasco when it comes to game time on the pitch. So I'm trying to get rid of him as fast as I can. If I can't get rid of him in the transfer window, I might do a swap deal just to be able to let go of the dude. All right, I can't get rid of my main man there. I tried to sell him, but it didn't happen. We're going to go for Alex Vigo, a 21-year-old right back who actually looks quite talented. A great potential on him as well. We're going to try and sign him as we go ahead and offer them Centurion. If that is a player that you're interested in, that would be a very good deal for us. Centurion for 5.5 mil. I'm going to add maybe around 2.5 mil on top of the deal just to get it through with a 10% sell-on clause. See if we can make this happen. An older player for a young talent. They want 5.1 million. At least they want Centurion though, so that's good. 4 mil in exchange. Come on. 5.1. All right, last offer. Otherwise, they might just stand up and leave, and I really don't want that to happen. 4.5. I will have to pay 5.1, guys. It is transfer deadline day, basically, so I guess we're going to make this deal happen to bring in a talented right back at a decent rating, higher than the one that we have right now. So this is the team that we set up with. Vigo comes in with 81 pace. Not the best defending. We'll definitely work on that. Franco goes onto the right centre-back, Brizuela on the left because he's left-footed, he's right-footed. Ortega stays. I was thinking about maybe letting him go as well, but I think with the right development plan, with him improving defensively, this could be a good left-back down the line. He's only 21, so eligible for what we're doing here. But man, this team is set up for success. I can feel it. I can sense it. I have a very good feeling about the rest of the season here. I can definitely see us do well enough and potentially, just potentially, get promotion to the Prem. That'd be unreal. I mean, the starting lineup is great. On the bench, we have a few decent players. But here goes the first half of the season. Let's get through it and let's get some good talents every month. On which day? On the 13th, I'll be looking for talents. I mean, 13 is not really a good number, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, there we go. Juan Soria, 800k, 1k in wages. That is our first big talent and another good one right behind him. 52 to 70 is actually quite promising. So I'm going to sign him as well, even though his value was quite low. But I did sign one player from the youth academy into the main team because my manager rating got below 70, guys. Let me just quickly show you who we brought in. We brought in Garrido, 56 rated. Has high potential, though. So I guess he's going to be all right. Guys, we are getting into the January transfer window. And as you can see there, unbeaten in the month of December. This team is actually doing really well. As I mentioned before, man, I wasn't really expecting to pick a team that, surprisingly enough, is this good. Because I just went for the team with lower stars in the Argentinian league and has a badge that fits. And Velez was perfect for that. So we are doing extremely well. My manager rating is quite low. I still need to sign more academy players into the team, and that is a big issue of ours. But in the championship right now, halfway through the first season, 60 points, man. We're right behind Watford. We're in a guaranteed promotion spot right now into the Premier League, and I do think this team could do it. But next season, we could be struggling in the Prem unless we keep on seeing these guys grow the way that they have been. Velasco 78, Almada 78, Orellano 76, Franco up to 76 as well. Brizuela has gone up nicely. Ortega has gone up. Vigo has gone up. Morales has gone up. The entire team is getting better and better. And I do feel like we have a very, very strong season in here that is helping these guys grow nicely. And I can see some dynamic potential boosts already in the next season that could be crucial. So maybe for this sprint to glory, because it's a little bit easier than usual, how about we let go of signing free agents? I think that's a good trade-off. We're not going to sign free agents in this sprint to glory season, in this video, because we have a lot of money to work with and we already had a somewhat decent team, but still obviously miles off of being able to compete with anyone in the Prem. So we'll get there, hopefully. There we go. Hernan Crespo coming into the team. 15-year-old. Love that. And, whoa, Valentin Crespo. 1.7 mil. Please be a defender. Oh my God, what the hell is this scout report, man? This five-star scout knows what he's doing. We might actually have a talent to sign for the defense here, which could be quite huge for us. Poblete, I'm going to let go. He is quite old. Oh, no, it was a swap deal. I don't even know. Is it a swap deal? Did I just accept the deal for nothing? Oh, well, I might have messed up there. 570k for a player who's worth 1.9. I did not pay attention there. Sorry, guys. That is definitely my fault. I don't even know if that was a swap deal or not. But let's go into the office here. Let's take a look at the young talents that we have just found. Crespo, Valentin Crespo looks very, very good. He is a left back. Maybe even a center back, actually. I don't feel like he is a left back at all. So we're going to go for center back here for Valentin Crespo. 2 weeks time, he's going to be a center back. I think he is going to be much better in that position anyways. A good amount of pace for a center back already. Promoted to the seniors team, and that way my manager rating should be saved. Finally, this guy is a center back. I don't think so. He looks like a left back to me. Has more pace. Terrible defending. What's your position, buddy? Like, where do you want to play? 16 weeks to become a striker? Oh, yeah, 56 shooting. All right. Let's see how that goes. I've just found a guy that can literally play in any position. Look at this. Left wing, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 6, 8, 17, 32, 13, 5, 2 weeks. He can play in any position he wants. Thomas Soler. I mean, I'm turning into a centre-back for now because he has incredible physicality, but this guy looks unreal, man. He really does. The first season has come to an end, and I honestly don't think it could have been any better, guys. We got second place. We got promotion. We lost that first place to Watford, who finish off on 100 points. Well done to them. Congratulations. Really, really well done. But I am extremely proud of my team. I'm very proud of the performances of the boys, and I'm proud of Almada with 24 goals. Romero with 19 goals. These guys have been doing really well this season, and we don't only have those guys in there. We also have Velasco with 13. In terms of assists, Almada, #1 in the league. Galdames, #4. That is our Chilean CDM. And overall, just great, absolutely great. And when you look at the growth within the squad after just the first season, +7. I can't remember the last time I had a +7. Another +7. 2 players with +7s. Morales +6. Franco +3. 6, 5, 5, 3, 2, like 4 as well for Brizuela. Unbelievable year. Really excited to see where this team can take us. Very excited about these Argentinian talents taking over English football. And maybe, just maybe, next season we can actually fight to not finish in the bottom spots. I do have a feeling if we can add a little bit of depth to this squad, we are looking good for the future. Very, very good for the future. So, very happy with that. I didn't get fired because I managed to sign some of these Youth Academy talents. So, very pleased with that. And overall, just an unbelievable season from the boys. And when we go into the messages here, I think we might have one last scat report. Yes, we do have one last one coming in. We will go ahead and reject or accept whichever talents we can find here. I don't really necessarily see anyone that would be of interest, but there are a couple of position changes available. So Crespo finally now changing to a striker. He goes up to a 61 still. 7 weeks only, though, to improve to 62 and potentially higher than that. 82 to 92 potential on this man. That is going to be a player that we definitely sign up for the future. He's not too far away from Romero if you consider this. He's only 16, so that is going to be a good backup striker that we can build up. And now that I actually have the Argentinian Sprint to Glory going, normally, as you guys know, we tend to find Messi's regen like 4 years into career mode. And for the first time, I'm actually not going to be able to sign him because I set myself that rule just now. So it's an okay situation to be in. We have 3 million to spend right now as we go into the end of the season. Hopefully we can get 10, 20, maybe 30 mil, because getting into the Premier League, as you guys do know, is giving you huge amounts of money in real life. First season had a preseason budget of, or a preseason tournament budget of like 4.5 mil, I think. Second season gives us 7 mil potentially. We lost in the groups last time around, but here it goes, guys. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Let's see the potentials of these players. Has anyone gone up? Yes or no? Potential to be special. Let's go. Potential to be special. Let's go. 2 players. Exciting prospect on the goalkeeper. That's huge. Franco doesn't show anything because he's 24. He doesn't show anything. He doesn't show. He shows great potential only. That's not ideal. You guys know I love Orellano. Vigo doesn't show anything because he's too old. Romero doesn't show it. None of these guys show any potential. That's, I mean, I'm not happy with that, but at least Crespo has kept his exciting prospect on him, so that's huge. Going into the new season, that actually pleases me quite a bit. And then going into the Youth Academy, we are going to be signing Hernan Crespo, 82 to 88. So he's only an exciting prospect now, while Soler is still 15. So we're going to get him in, and the budget is set at 46 million. Wow. Okay, so definitely no free agents. We're not going to use them this time around. Going into the season, Cáceres is only on loan. He's going to leave us 15 mil is his value right now. I'm not looking to keep him. I am looking to bring in a CDM to take over in this team straight away. Actually, centre mid, not necessarily a CDM. So for this formation, it is a centre mid, isn't it? Yeah. So let's try and find one. If we can find one for a decent amount, let's sign him up. The centre mid I want is Nicolas De La Cruz. His contract is running out. I know he's expensive. I know he's not Argentinian, but he plays in the Argentinian league. So I wanted to give a shout out to the Argentinian league here. As you guys know, the Sprint to Glory allows you to buy the players of a nation and the league of that nation. 40 mil is a lot, though. I don't necessarily want to spend my entire budget on him, but I do know he's going to be expensive. So let's offer them 30 mil with a sell-on clause of, I don't know, 5% maybe. Is that smart? Am I doing the right thing here, or am I just doing the wrong thing? No, he's definitely worth at least that amount. Let's go 35. Let's see what they say. What's up? Oh, they accept it. Oh, because his contract is running out. Oh, my brain. I need to sometimes use this thing in here, you know? I probably should. I definitely should use this thing in there.
That was a very intelligent decision. I'm going to transfer you to my sales associate.
42k on his wages. That is going to be the player with the most amount of money earned through wages. And he is worth 36.5. So I guess it wasn't the wrong choice. De La Cruz comes in, takes over that position immediately. And the Uruguayan, I think it was Uruguay, right? Yeah, high work rates. That is a perfect midfielder for this team. We have a bunch of small players, by the way. 5'6", 5'9", 5'7", 5'10", 5'6". What is going on, guys? You need some of those things that Messi had to take to grow. Those growth hormones. Even our centre backs are 6 foot and 5'11". Very interesting to see how small this team is in terms of size, but definitely huge in terms of dribbling ability, and that could be very helpful and surprising in the Prem. Maybe that is how we get successful, but that is the massive signing for this season. I don't see myself signing anyone else apart from him in this year, though, because the budget is not going to allow that. So we have now gone half a season into our second season, basically, and we are in January now, guys. Now, let's take a look at the team and how things are looking. In terms of my manager rating, 79, which is pretty nice. Obviously, very happy with that. But we are seeing lots of growth. Romero up to a 78 at this stage. Orellano getting to that 80 rating. Almada 84. Velasco 84. Both of those guys, I believe, with potential to be special. We see some of our defenders going up nicely, as Brizuela is struggling a little bit. He's currently one of the lower rated centre backs, but at the same time, he's one of those that doesn't really necessarily have potential on him. So that is one of the issues that we are encountering. And the boys that we have on the bench right here, possibly I should be loaning out some of these guys so that we don't lose out on their potential. But at the same time, I would like to keep them in because they don't necessarily have great backups. And within 1 or 2 years, these guys could actually be good backups for the Premier League. But 5 months into the season, or 6 months into the season, or whatever it is right now, we are looking all right. And in terms of growth, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm very happy. You can see the numbers right here, just a bunch of +2s, +3s, which is really great. Great to see. And obviously, it's very important to also realize that none of the highest rated players actually submitted a transfer request. It's only De La Fuente that has come in with a transfer request, and he's definitely someone that I am willing to let go. So De La Fuente, as we do get the offers for him, 4.7 million from Crystal Palace. That one is a transfer that can definitely go through because we do have a replacement for him already that we brought into that right back position in Vigo. And in the season, halfway through it, let's see how are we doing in our first Premier League season. Let's take a look at it, guys. We are actually up there in the 8th position. I can't believe what I'm seeing, but it also comes down to the fact that these guys have grown a lot, and I can definitely see ourselves challenging for European spots next season, which is not necessarily the normal way the Sprint to Glories go, but man, I like it. I love seeing these young players doing so well immediately. And it's pretty impressive. And considering that Argentina doesn't necessarily have thousands of insane talents like some other countries have in FIFA, especially because some leagues not having licensing and all that good stuff, we are looking at a smaller amount of player pool that we can bring in. And for that, I think we have done a good job so far. 8th position in the first season of the Prem, halfway through, only about a few points away from the top 5. That's really good to me. Very happy with that. And we'll continue our journey because I'm not spending any money. We still have 13 million to spend. I'm not going to spend anything in this season. It's not enough to make a major impact onto the team. I was thinking of maybe bringing in a new centre-back, but the best centre-backs from Argentina actually cost a lot of money that are eligible for our team. So we might have to wait until next season, until season 3, to be able to get things done. The season has come to an end. It's our second season finishing, and we have 3 wins in this month, but a bunch of L's in the month before and a bunch of L's before as well. I don't think we made it into the top 10, actually. Ooh, just about 10th in the first season of the Prem. I mean, I can't complain about that, guys. 58 points on Velez Sarsfield as Liverpool have won the league title. Yes. Like to see that. Would love to see that again in real life if possible, but yeah, Man City might be too strong. Anyways, Velasco with the 86. Romero finally above the 80. Orellano only a +1 from half of the season through. Almada 85. De La Cruz 85 as well. I do think De La Cruz could get a potential boost after the season if he had a good performance. Galames is struggling. Franco, Brizuela. We definitely do have certain positions that are easily upgradable. The centre-backs, the CDM, the right-back potentially. I mean, he's still young, so maybe we'll give him a little bit more time. But in general, we do have a bunch of players that are looking very good in terms of growth. So if we look at the numbers, you can realize here, +5, +4, +4, +5. No +7s this time around, which is interesting enough. And in terms of goal scorers, Romero, 15 goals. De La Cruz, 13 goals from centre mid and 8 assists. Wow, he had an amazing season. Might just be our best player this season. Unbelievable. Really like that. Hopefully he can go up to even higher ratings. Hopefully we can take him to an 88 at least next season. And that will make him one of the best players on our team for sure. So very nice to see the new signing doing so well. But we need to focus on the tasks ahead. And that is definitely us spending some money on CDM, centre-back, and potentially right-back as well. Let's see how that goes, how much money we get for the next year. No free agents allowed for me, so we got to cash in through seasons. Surprisingly, the new season only gives me 4.5 mil. What the hell is going on there, man? That's really odd to see. I don't know why that happened. And we only get a budget of 34 mil. So as expected, the season you go up into the Prem, your budget is more than when you actually remain in the Prem, which is, I don't know why, but it is the way it is. A potential to be special still on the players. I am hoping De La Cruz can go to at least 88 this season. I'm expecting a lot of the players to grow, at least Orellano as well. I need some more from him. Otherwise, I might have to replace him, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. But most importantly, as I mentioned before, we're going to focus on getting some of these players to replaced basically in the season. 65 rated Crespo here, showing great potential only. Exciting prospects are all gone because they didn't get any play time, which obviously sucks, but it is the way it is. We got to move on from that, and we got to make the right decisions right now for our midfield and defense. The player I want for my team for centre-back is Negan Perez. This guy is very, very talented. I remember him in Atletico Madrid. Yes, he was loaned out, and now he has returned to Atletico. 6'1" tall. I would assume it's going to be a tough one to get into the team, but maybe, just maybe, we might have enough to bring him into the squad for the amount that I'm hoping for. He starts off at around 8 million, but I'm kind of hoping that we have a chance of signing him potentially for like 18, maybe, with a sell-on clause of like 10%, see what they say. I don't know, I could be completely wrong here. They want 20 mil. Hey, you know what? That's actually not too bad. That also, though, kind of tells me that he's maybe not as high rated as I'm hoping here, but still probably a lot better than anything that we have right now. And with dynamic potential, if things go well, we could take him to new heights. So that is the plan. Negan Perez, let's sign you up and let's bring you into the team. I'm going to ask for him to be important. I want to see if he accepts important. That's odd. So that kind of tells me maybe he is actually not that high rated. That worries me now. I'm kind of hoping to bring in a massive player here. We're a couple of seasons in. He wants a release clause of around 50 mil. I don't want you to have a release clause, buddy. That's not going to happen. I need you to stick around for as long as possible. I could have gone for higher rated players for sure. There were a couple of other options that I was looking at, but Negan Perez just seemed like the right call. 78 rated is perfect, actually, because I do think he starts off at like 74. So he hasn't grown too much in all these seasons, but his potential is above like 84. So that gives us a good amount of time to try and work with him and try and change him around into a centre-back that is going to be way better for us in the future. And Franco obviously being injured doesn't help, but he's going to be back soon, and then those guys can form a nice new defense for us. Now, the right-back position is 77 rated. Let's see if we can change anything there. Loan offers coming in for some of our youngsters here, which I'm actually happy to let go. Brizuela, we have a transfer offer. He just got replaced in our starting lineup. 7.7 mil is a good amount for me. We have a swap deal coming in with Stuart Armstrong. All right, buddy. Guidara, 5.7 mil for him. That is a good amount as well. But we will need a lot more money to be able to sign Montiel, and that puts us into a weird position. And one thing I realized is, in the last season, I didn't find any young talents in the youth academy. I found 0. So hopefully this season is going to go much better. Hence why you guys didn't see anything from the youth academy. Transfer offer for Vigo, 10.8 million coming in. Actually, hold up a second. 13.5 for Besiktas. That's a massive difference. We're going to accept that one. That's perfect. The other one we're just going to reject here. Olympique Lyon is not going to get him, and Garrido is going to go officially now. Now, this is one of the moments where you got to make a big decision. We got a massive offer for Velasco, 120 million.
That's a lot of money, boss.
Daniel Levy coming in with the big money. Not something that I expected personally, but maybe it's going to be a deal that can propel our team forward. It could throw us back in one specific position, but it's a potential to be special player. And if we can cash in big time here, I'm ready for it. So I'm going to ask for about 180 million, which is basically around 100 million above what his value is at. They want 146 for this deal. How about 165? How are we feeling about that number, Daniel Levy? I mean, I like 165. Oh, wow. Only after 2? He bounced? Okay. Velasco stays. I've just realized that one Argentinian defender is actually available for probably quite cheap right now. Foyth, the former Spurs man, actually was on loan at Villarreal, now back at Spurs again. 24-year-old, can also play right back and CDM, so could be an option for us since we can't sign Montiel since he's too expensive. I'm going to go after Foyth, especially since his contract is expiring. This gives me good vibes. Something good might come off of this deal. So, I mean, Montiel was around 30-something mil at the rating of 83. I would expect this man to be at around 20 mil, possibly. If possible, actually. That'd be great. Let's see if that is a possibility here. Whoa, 20 mil. They accept it. I don't think I should be worried. We will still have 20 million after this transfer. He wants to be a crucial first-team player that already tells me that he's actually good. So this is great. And I'm going to see if I can turn him into a right-back. If possible, that's going to be great. We can use him as a right-back for now. He already has the position on him. So that would be an ideal situation for us. He was earning around 53k at Spurs. So I'm gonna have to offer him a decent amount here. 60k maybe. Is that a possibility? Oh, it worked out just fine. Perfect. We do have many players that earn that amount. So here comes Foyth with the 78 rating. Okay, before I even put him into any position, I want to check something immediately. And that is, can I turn him into a right back? And how fast can we turn him into a right back? That's my question right here. 34 weeks. So it's basically going to take him an entire season to be done with that. That's not ideal, but I guess I'll be okay with that for now. It's better than Garcia, that is for sure. Foyth comes in with decent amount of pace, good defending, good physicality, good dribbling for a centre-back as well. Probably could play CDM easily if you would change a few things about him. The passing definitely needs to be upgraded if he wants to play as a CDM, but that's not really a position that we're looking into right now. At least we have a decent right back, and now the team is set up for success this season. Next up, I'm going to try and go after Nicolas Dominguez, because Galdames is not really growing. And I just realized Galdames was like one of my favorite players in one of my career modes. I can't remember which one it was, but we're going to try and do the straight swap, obviously. De La Cruz ain't going nowhere. Almada ain't going nowhere, but Galdames can definitely be included in this deal. Now, Dominguez, I don't know how much he would go for. Maybe we just offer 10 million plus Galdames just to see what they want for this man, right? So they want 14 mil. Okay, at least they want Galdames. That's quite dope. 12.5. Is that a possibility for you guys? Yes, it is. Perfect. Dominguez comes in with some of the most incredibly balanced stats right here. If you can get this guy into your team and you can grow him along and get some good performances out of him, this is one of the best players you can get into your career modes, guys. 4-star week with 3-star skill moves. Just an outstanding little player that is very, very good on the field as well. There are some of these players, as you guys know, like you would buy them, you test them, and you feel like, ah, man, he just doesn't feel like he's playing to his stats. This guy does play to his stats, so I would highly recommend to anyone to try and test him out if you get the chance to do so. Dominguez, 8 weeks to go up in his rating and the skill moves. Oh, let's go. Iago Sepulveda looks unbelievable. This guy could be a huge talent for us, man. I'm still looking for these guys. As you guys know, I'm continuously looking for amazing talents, and it's getting harder and harder to find them right now, especially considering how high our team is rated. It's going to be tough for these guys to ever make it in. Oh, this kid looks great. Good pace, good dribbling. Definitely someone for more attacking positions. I'm going to get into the main team immediately and see which position he actually fits into. We have a couple of talents here you can see, but they're just in general a bit too low rated, and I'm not really interested in ever really playing those guys at any position. But if we can bring in talents like Sepulveda, we are looking at some very good additions. Wait, he goes up to a 66 as a cam. And as a left wing, how about that? Left wing, maybe left mid. Let's see how that works out. Is that ever going to become left mid? There we go. Only a +4. So cam, he would go up to a 66. Very interesting. You know what? I'm actually going to put him into the right wing because Orellano, if he doesn't grow, this could be a good option for us. We are in the January transfer window of our 3rd season, I think it is, right? Is it the 4th? I don't even know, bro. I think it's the 3rd. Anyways, we are currently somehow 2nd. I don't know how this happened, but it seems like the guys up top are carrying the team right now. 49 points on us with 0 losses. Actually, our defense might be holding us together. This is incredible. Where are the big... What happened to some of these teams here, man? This is crazy stuff. Manchester City first with 2 points ahead of us, even though they had 2 losses. So we need to stop getting all these draws. But if you look at the rating of some of these players, you can see +3s within half a season. That's pretty impressive. I mean, that's very, very impressive. And De La Cruz, I think, is going to go past that 90, just like these other guys. Now, we just need to make sure that players like Morales, Ortega, and all these guys, and Orellano, that these guys also keep on growing and potentially push towards that 90, because if not, it's going to be quite disappointing. Obviously, at striker, there's one specific player for Argentina that would be quality if we could bring him in. Lautaro Martinez would be great if I can pull that off. But so far, for having this team, only like an 80 rated on average defense, apart from Ortega, I think we're doing really well, man, considering we're in the Prem. This is incredible stuff. Who's scoring all the goals? Romero. Well done, buddy. 14 goals. Our striker is carrying in the attack. Good stuff for him. Let's see how the season ends up. Well, guys, if you look at this, in the last month of the year, we have beaten United, Liverpool, and Aston Villa. I don't know how we're doing this. Dude, it doesn't make any sense. How are we first? We're actually first in our 3rd season in the Prem. In our 3rd season in the career mode in general. How did this happen? 93 points, only 1 loss. Bro, our defense must be rock solid. That's what I'm getting from this. Incredible stuff from the players. I mean, it makes sense. There's a couple of extremely talented players in the team, right? Velasco, Almada, De La Cruz building a very nice triangle there. But defensively, like, we're not there yet. I don't know how this team has done it. I mean, Morales, sorry. I'm taking too much away from the goalkeeper. 88 rated. He is definitely one of the main reasons as to why this team has done so well. In terms of goals, Romero, 26 goals, +5 this season. We might not even need Lautaro Martinez. We could turn this Romero into my new Janis Antist. He is the man that is currently doing so well here. Almada with 24 goal contributions. Orellano doing well. Velasco doing well. And in terms of clean sheets, we've had 16 thanks to Morales this season, who has also gotten a +5. And that is always a nice thing to see. So very happy with the performance, the individual performance of the players. And obviously growth-wise, you can see it here again. A lot of high numbers, plus 5s, plus 3s, and all that good stuff. So very pleased with that. And seeing one of our youngsters out on loan doing very well as well, that makes me very, very happy. So great growth in general in this season. And somehow we have won the Premier League title. Now, that doesn't mean anything to me. I feel like we could lose it as easily as well in the next season. And I personally feel like Champions League-wise, there's no way this team gets it done already. There's no way. It would be the fastest sprint to glory I've ever done, and I don't think it's going to be. 8.7 mil in the next preseason tournament. That's definitely a boost. And I think since we are now Champions League players, we got 100 mil. There we go. That's the budget that I can work with now to improve this team, okay? So we're going to focus on massive improvements. We're going to make the big signings in this upcoming season. We got to make the right choices. And hopefully some of these players are okay to grow now, especially the very high-rated players. I mean, I'm hoping the development plans don't take too long. You can see 28 weeks to get to a 92 rating. I guess that makes sense. De La Cruz, it takes him a long time as well. So just in general, a lot of these players are not necessarily going to grow quickly anymore. But this man still has something in his tank. 11 weeks for him only. Morales, you as well, please. Yep, 12 weeks. So some of these players are going to get up there. Orellano, please tell me you're growing as well now. Yes. He was stuck. He now is an exciting prospect. He's going to go up to at least an 88 this season. I'm telling you right now. Great season ahead. 100 million in the bank. Should be good. This is going to be our 4th year with this team. Velez Sarsfield taking over the Premier League. Since Franco is the one that is taking the longest out of the high-rated players in our team to grow into the next rating, that kind of shows me that he's potentially one of those with the lowest amount of potential in our team. So I have made a decision. We have 106 million to spend, so we better spend it well, and we better spend it on someone that is actually amazing. And when we're talking about amazing, we got to look at Marcos Senesi, the 83 rated Villarreal centre-back, contract expiring very soon, which is about perfect for us. 35 million is his amount that we need to pay normally. But I definitely am going to go ahead and offer lower than that because his contract is running out, as you guys know. So let's go for 28 million for this young man. I mean, 26 years old by now, but that's totally fine. He starts off at the age of 23 when we start the career mode of the first season. They want 36 mil. Which kind of tells me there's a good chance of getting him for below his value. 32.8. There we go. Senesi for Franco. That is the deal that I'm going after. Franco goes onto the bench so that we have a better setup for the bench as well to come in if there are injuries in the club. But Senesi is going to be huge for us. So Senesi comes in as expected. She comes in at the 83 rating. He comes in with the stats of 70 pace. 68 passing, 72 dribbling, great defensive and physical stats. Alongside Negan and Perez, I see both of them growing nicely, potentially getting both above 85. I think our entire back line can go above 85. I'm pretty confident of that. You guys know there's one specific player that can't be missing out on an Argentina sprint to glory. His name is Palacios, Ezequiel Palacios, one of my all-time favorite career mode players, one of the most well-rounded players as well. Nothing against Dominguez, but Dominguez is going to turn into a backup in that CDM position for us. This guy's worth 43 million at the moment, which is quite a bit, but I think it's the right choice to make for our team to bring this guy into the squad. So I'm going to offer them 50 mil, see what they say. If they're interested, they're interested. If they're not, well, that's how it is. 53 mil, perfect. Palacios to join alongside Senesi in this transfer window. Palacios coming in, replacing Dominguez. I love you, Dominguez. You're actually sick, but I guess we could have gotten him earlier into the career mode to have him go up in his rating alongside with everyone else. But look at our bench now, man. The bench is looking so much better now with these additions that we have brought in. I do think now we're actually in a good spot to potentially challenge for the Champions League as well with these new additions. And I do feel like this team is going to get at least on average rating everyone above 85 this season for sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players below 85 Let's make it happen. Halfway through the season, guys, and I am seeing lots of progress already. Only 2 players, or actually 3 players below the 84 rating. Hopefully, we can get them above that rating, but the attack is definitely carrying at the moment as Romero goes up to an 89, Velasco 92, Orellano 86, Almada 91, De La Cruz 90 as well. It's looking good. It's looking very good as Morales, our goalkeeper, keeps on growing, 91 rated at the time. Dominguez on the bench is on his 82, Franco on his 82. So we are looking very good in that sense. And Romero is looking more and more impressive by each day. I'm very excited to see where he can get to. He is definitely the main striker that we're going to keep on using in this career mode. But in terms of the league, we are in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup, which I don't think anyone really cares about. But Premier League-wise, we are 3rd. And I told you, it's not a guarantee that we're going to stay up there. Manchester United and Manchester City coming back to haunt us. Last season, we were doing incredibly well. Now, this season, we are struggling a little bit. Picked up 3 losses already halfway through the season. So that's not necessarily ideal. And when it comes to goal scorers and all that stuff, let's check it out real quick. Let's see who has been outperforming who. We look at it and we see Romero with 22 goals and 3 assists, but Almada with 19 goals and 13 assists, dominating our play right now in every single competition. The season is over, guys, and it's pretty interesting to see where we ended up because we got into the Champions League up until March, but then we lost against Napoli. I'm assuming that is the quarterfinals. We won the first game away from home and then got beaten at home ourselves, which isn't ideal, and we only got 3rd, 82 points. So the last season was kind of a fluke. I'm not happy with that. But looking at the starting lineup, there's a few things that I'm also not happy with. Negan Perez and Foyth, both not really going past that 85. So we still have 2 players below that rating. Our attack and our midfield looks incredible. It's just that defense that is holding us back at the moment. And the issue just becomes that there's not many great defending talents when it comes to Argentina. And that is a huge problem that we're encountering right now. From the youth academy and all that, we just didn't have the players early enough to grow them into usable players. And obviously not using free agents makes things a little bit hard as well. So we got to heavy rely on our midfield and our attack to get things done. I mean, there's a bunch of 90 plus rated players here, man. Morales now at the 93. What a goalkeeper he is looking like. Let's see how much certain players have grown. So 93 rated Morales plus 5. I mean, that is just insane. From 88 to 93. Only a +1 here, +2 there, +1 here, +5 on Romero, who looks unbelievable right now. And that is just great to see. All these players are happy with their playtime. They're happy with their contracts. That is something that we pay a lot of attention to. Orellano, 87 rated now. So as I said, he's an exciting prospect. 32 goals on Romero. 24 and 23 on Almada. Bro, this guy is actually crazy good. What a player. And then Palacios comes in, immediately takes over. What a player he is as well. 18 goals, 7 assists in his first season for the club. Orellano underperforming compared to a center midfielder in terms of goals and assists. That is not ideal. De La Cruz 11-11. That is great to see. Velasco 10-10. Not that great considering he's playing in a more attacking position. And Foyth has 7-4. So that just shows you how good our fullbacks are doing here. Both of them performing quite nicely. Overall, we have done well enough, but we are far away from our goal of reaching that Champions League title. And that definitely has to happen next season. And in order for that to happen, these centre-backs or defenders have to have higher potential, or we will have to somehow try and replace them. If there is any other option, we might have to go for it. 11.2 million in the next season. And how is the budget looking? 130. That is something I can definitely work with. It depends, though, if we have any players to buy. That's really the point that we need to kind of realize. If there is anyone else out there that is Argentinian that is better than the players that we already have within the squad. And I highly doubt that at times. And in terms of the high-rated players, when we go into their development plans, you'll be able to see some of these guys, it's going to take them 50 weeks to get to the next rating. I mean, I don't really necessarily expect any of these guys to grow massively in this season. They are above the 90 rating already. Maybe Almada to get a +1 this year. Yeah. Oh, there we go. 2 weeks. He's going to go up to the next rating. De La Cruz was kind of stagnating. Can he get above that 90 as well? Yes, he can. Beautiful to see that. But when it comes to players like Orellano, for example, we are looking at 9 weeks to get to the 88. I can see him get to at least an 89 this season. Senesi, there we go. Beautiful. So he's going to get to that 90 as well, I think. Palacios, how's it looking for you? Can you get to the 90? I think so. I think so. Box to box, 2 weeks to get to the 87. He potentially could go up to at least 89, same as Senesi in this season. Ortega, now the defenders. This is where things get interesting. He has 12 weeks, so he could possibly go up to an 87 this year. Foyth was kind of stuck on that 84. He gets up to the 86, 87s as well this year, I think. Only 4 weeks to that next rating. Negan Perez, please, please, please. I don't need to... I might have to buy a replacement for him. It takes him 40 weeks to get to 85. He has kind of reached his potential, and if he gets to 85, there's no way past it, really. So if we have an option, I'll go for it, but it's not looking good right now. Issue is, guys, there's not really many players that can replace Negan Perez. There's only one option that I could potentially go for. It is Romero. It's not our striker Romero. It's another Romero, the Atalanta centre-back, if you guys know him. He's by now 26 years old. He's playing at Gladbach. 36 million is his value. I'm going to go ahead and offer Negan Perez, or at least I'm going to keep Negan, actually. Let's keep him and see. Whoever grows more is going to be playing in a starting lineup. I guess that's a very good way of doing it. This guy's worth 36 mil. Let's just offer them 40. See if we can get the deal over the line for the 26-year-old centre-back. They actually want Franco, which I'm fine with, because Franco is not really important to our team right now, and that's totally fine. Letting him go is an okay situation for me, for sure. So we are going to bring in Romero into the squad and see if he can outgrow Negan Perez this season. Whoever grows more gets into that first spot in the team. So how long does it take Romero to go up in his rating? That's going to be the question that answers who plays in a starting lineup. There we go. It takes him 32 weeks unbalanced to go up to an 85 rating. And he's only on okay form. So I'm assuming once he's on good form, we can change that balanced development plan to something else and see him grow faster than Negan Perez. That is a possibility that we're looking at right now. It takes him less than Negan, so that already makes him a better choice in our team. Halfway through the season, guys, and you can see we are still in the cup. We are still in the Champions League, winning games most of the time. It's looking good. And in terms of ratings, we are looking good as well, as some players might not be happy with their ratings here. I think we might still have an issue with the Youth Academy. I think they want me to sign Youth Academy players still. Is that the high priority? Oh, God. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to do that, man. I just don't have the time to invest into Youth Academy, but I guess if I don't want to get fired, that might be something that I have to do. But if we look at our team, 93 rated Velasco, 91 Romero, 92 Almada, Palacios up to an 88, Senesi up to an 88, Romero up to an 85, Negan Perez still stuck at 84, which shows me that it was the right decision. Foyth has gone up to an 86 and Orellano up to an 89. So this could be the season in which we get it done. Before I get fired, hopefully I don't get fired. If I do get fired, it's going to be quite annoying, considering that we're right at the end here. But surprisingly enough, halfway through the season, Romero only has 8 goals. I don't know what's going on, but Orellano finally steps up his game and he's scoring goals, which is beautiful to see because he has been just taking a back seat all this time. So it's beautiful to see him finally step up and do something for the team. So that's very well done from him. Now, in the league, we are in the first position again. 10-point gap to the team below us. That is what I want to see. Beautiful. Let's see if this is actually a season in which we can win the Champions League trophy with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players above the rating of 90. Guys, we're getting towards the end of the season and I'm not seeing a UCL final. I'm disappointed. I'm extremely disappointed seeing this. Who did we lose against? How did this happen? PSG. PSG kicked us out, man. It's unbelievable. My manager rating is at a 57. That might just be an all-time low right now. Our transfer budget is at 109 mil, but we are seeing the growth that I wanted to see. Velasco 93, Romero 92, 92 there. Orellano finally reaching that 90 as well, showing us his potential. Palacios 88, De La Cruz 91, Ortega 87, Foyth 87, Senesi 88, and Romero at that 85 still. Romero and Perez now both at the 85, surprisingly enough, as Morales goes up to 94. My God, this team is incredible right now, but they are not able to win the Champions League title. They have to. This team has to win it. If I get fired before I win the Champions League title, bro, I'm going to smack something up. All right? That's not okay. Let's not do that. But please, win the Champions League title next season. Argentina, what's up, man? Come on, boys, step it up. You don't need Messi's Regen to win this whole thing, right? I assume so. But when we go into the league title, we have reclaimed it. 95 points with only 3 losses. 74 points on Manchester United and City. So that is a very good look out into the future. We will be getting a lot of money, but I'm not necessarily going to be spending it by the looks of things. I mean, there's only one player that really is super high potential when it comes to Argentina, and that is Lautaro Martinez, who has an 89 potential. The ones below that, there's only like 3 players that have 86 potential, and we have 2 of them, Velasco and Almada. So it's not looking too good in the sense of bringing players in at the moment. We have pretty much the best talents in here already. We just need them to freaking step up. Step up your game. And has Romero done better in the second half here? Orellano 25-2, Romero 24-2. Yes, he has stepped up his game in the second half. Palacios 18-8, pretty similar to the season before that. Almada 14-15. Just okay stats here for many players. But I do expect the title next year, man. If I don't win it next year with 90 pluses all around, man, this is just getting silly. The new season begins with 11 million in the preseason tournament. But most importantly, I need to see how we're looking in terms of like these objectives, because I'm about to get fired, boys. We are looking at having to sign a bunch of youth academy players with potential greater than the average overall rating of players currently in the same position. Oof, I mean, dude, what the hell are these objectives? Next time I need to pay attention to what objectives certain teams have. I can't be doing youth development critical because I'm about to get fired, even though I created possibly the best team in the world. Like, what? Come on, man. We got to send the scouts out just to not get fired. It's going to be important for us to do so. So let's just quickly do that. Argentina, 9 months. Find me some players, please, so that I don't get fired. Anyways, let's take a look at the development plans here real quick, just to see if there's still some upside to some of these highest rated players. So Almada here, yeah, no more upside to him, which is fine. 93 rated is fine enough for me. Velasco will be going up another rating. He will be going up to the 94, so he's going to be the joint highest rated player in our team. Romero is done, stuck at 92, I would say. De La Cruz, ooh, possibly, there is a chance of him going up in this year to that 92. Orellano has very little upside, so that he's not going to go up anymore this season. Maybe Senesi could. Yep, he will. Senesi will go up. So some of these players might reach the 90 rating to push up the average rating in the team a little bit more. That is something that I like to see. Foyth, Palacios, Senesi, all of these players are looking like they want to attack that rating if possible. Foyth, I'm not too sure if he's going to get it done. This guy might get it done. I'm not too sure either. Negan Perez, how are you looking? Who is the higher potential centre-back? So Negan is not going to grow anymore. He's stuck at 85. And then Romero is going to grow, which is great. So we have Romero definitely going up to at least an 87 this season, I would say. And that is very good to see for us. Very good signs going into the season. I expect nothing but the Champions League title. If we don't get it done, I am going to be extremely disappointed. Oh, by the way, we have 188 million to spend, but who cares? We have our team already set up. All good. Oh, surprisingly enough, our team somehow has sold Negan Perez. 69 million have come into our team. I'm assuming that was a release clause. That's interesting. The thing is, guys, I basically have to sign every single player here. So let me just go ahead and sign everyone for the Youth Academy, because I need to sign these guys into the team to keep my job. Halfway through to the next season, guys, and things are looking very good. First of all, we have 265 million to spend, which is already an insane amount, obviously. But when you look at the team, Velasco has finally gotten to that 94. Morales, though, got past it again. He's up to the 95, which is, again, one of the highest rated players we had. I think the highest rated player we ever had might have been a 96 or a 97. Defensively, we're getting there. I think Ortega is still going to reach 90 this season. Senesi, Foyth, Romero, I don't necessarily see them growing too much more. But this team should be more than good enough to win the Champions League. It just has to be. So halfway through this season, let's see who are the performers. Is Orellano still doing that well? Romero, 18 goals. Palacios, still continuously performing. Orellano is the number 3. Ortega, our left back, is the 4th most contributing goal scorer in our team. And in terms of assists, De La Cruz is doing his thing in the team. The man that plays in the Argentinian league, but isn't necessarily Argentinian. So this is it. We are still in the Champions League. We have beaten Juventus, CSK in Moscow, and Galatasaray in the groups. Now, this is where champions are made, all right? Last half of the season, when I sim to May right here, I need to see my team at the top playing in the Champions League final. Let's do this. Guys, it's happening. Yes, it is finally happening. We are in the Champions League final. Round of 16, we beat Benfica. Quarterfinals, we beat... Who do we beat? We beat Manchester City 3-2. That was close. Semi-finals, we beat Bayern comfortably 7-1. PSG lost. The team that actually beat us last time around has lost their game. And in the final, Velez Sarsfield is coming up against Piemonte Calcio without Ronaldo at this stage, obviously. I'm about to get fired, so I better get this dub. Palacios is injured. That is not ideal, but we do have Dominguez who can replace him. But it does suck that we don't have one of our biggest players. The reason why the reserves is so filled up is because I'm trying to sign any young player that can really help me to finish my objectives. But Sepulveda can come in there. The boys are ready for this massive matchup. I need them to win this. Is this the moment in which we get it done, or am I about to get fired? Come on, man. Gabriel Jesus, Dembele, Guedes, Milinkovic-Savic, Arthur, Mendes, Lodi, De Ligt, Bastoni, Trippier, and Chesney up against our boys with the 90 pluses in so many positions. We now only have 3 players below 90 in the starting lineup if Palacios wasn't injured. It's Senesi, 4th, 89, Romero, 87. It was the right choice to bring him in. But can we do it without Palacios, who is essential to our squad? Come on! Yes! Come on! De La Cruz, Orellano, and Velasco. Get it done. The Sprinter Glory has been a success without free agents this time. Without them, all right? Because the team initially was a better squad. Even though I said at the beginning of the video that we are allowed to sign free agents, I decided to make it harder on myself, and it worked out in the end, guys. It took us 6 seasons to get here. The Sprinter Glory is now officially successful. And if we look at certain players, you see some absolutely amazing players that we have turned into monsters here. Romero, 97 pace, 93 shooting, 5-star, 5-star. Orellano turned into a massive player towards the second half of the Sprinter Glory. First half was kind of terrible and made me worried that I had to sign someone else for him. Almada, from the get-go, was unbelievable. Original players of this team. Velasco, what a player this guy is, man. He looks unbelievable. Can even play striker if you need him to. De La Cruz, 92 rated. The only non-Argentinian in the starting lineup, I believe, but from the Argentinian league. Hence why he's eligible for this one. Dominguez with the 83. Palacios, obviously the main man in that spot normally. So let's put Palacios back in there. So you can see there's only 3 players below the 90 rating in this team, which just once again showcases, even though Argentina doesn't necessarily have more than 4 players above the rating of 86, above the potential of 86, we have put together a team of a starting lineup of players that are all above the maximum potential of any Argentinian player other than Lautaro Martinez. That is what we have achieved here, and that is why FIFA 21 dynamic potential is one of the best things to be added into career mode, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm really desperately hoping in the future it is going to get tweaked and made proper. I hope that Youth Academy talents that come in halfway through the season that are potential to be special players don't just lose it in the next year because they didn't play in a team with 90 plus rated players. They should be learning from those high rated players. So I'm hoping that they will change things down the line, but right now as things stands, I'm just happy that we had this massive addition into career mode and it is working somewhat nicely, especially in these Sprinter Glories. Morales, the highest rated player in our team with that 95 rating, definitely one of the main reasons as to why we won that Champions League title. An incredibly fun but non-physical team. All the attackers, all the midfielders, all of them quite short, not really necessarily strong. All of these guys are just technical beasts and they have gotten it done. So thank you guys so much for hanging out for the Argentina Sprinter Glory that we had to move over to England to make it a bit spicy, and it turned out to be all kinds of spice. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and let me know in the comments down below which one of these players are going to try in your career mode. I would highly suggest to try out this Romero. He starts off with a 5-star weak foot. Looks very, very good. And also let me know which one should I do next. Have a great day, guys. Take care and peace.